see if they answer. Let's try not to sniff my snot up into my nose, right into the microphone. So here we go. Let's see how this goes. I don't know what's going to happen here, so who knows?
Mike.
Matt Suarez music.
Oh, snaps.
What's up, man?
Bro, I just got out of a Pilot gas station. I'm getting back in my car.
Oh, nice. Perfect timing.
Right?
Right. What'd you get? What'd you get from the gas station besides gas?
Well, besides gas, I got a whole lot of water. That was about the extent of it. Give me 1 second, Mike.
Sure. I'm going to address pizza. I'm at work right now. The store is broken. Only walk-ins with cash. Garbage truck took the phone. Oh my God, pizza man. That's fucked up, bro. How the fuck does someone just do that? So wait, walk-ins with cash. Garbage truck took out phones and internet. Wow. That's crazy, dude. Hey, people have accidents. It happens all the time. What can you do, right? What can you do? Oh my, yeah. Who's playing Shania? I don't know. Maybe. Well, yeah, we are dead. Yes, we are dead now.
Hey, don't be ragging on Shania, bro.
I would never, ever rag on Shania. I used to love Shania Twain so much. Not only because I used to like wank to her image constantly, but I also loved. Well, I absolutely loved. I loved that album where what's that album called? The one where she has the leopard head cover on and it has man, I feel like, is that what it's called? Come On Over. Yeah, I mean it was a good album, and I'm not gonna talk shit. And Shania was hot as fuck. And she's still beautiful, by the way.
Nobody knows what that album is really called, and whoever Googled that is a cheater.
No, Bonnie just said "Come On Over" is the name of it. I wouldn't call Bonnie. Oh, you calling Bonnie a cheater?
Cheating. They use the internet.
No, it's not. Who didn't have that?
Nobody knew what that album. Nobody knew what that album was called. They only heard 2 songs from her. Come on.
Come on, man.
Be truthful. Be truthful.
Don't be out there.
Are you live on Twitch right now?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm getting back on the 75 South.
Hey. We just got some air horns going for you, buddy. So 3 chords and the truth. What's up, Penny? Welcome in, buddy. We got, you know what? I know we're supposed to do production today, but I wanted to, boom, there he is. I wanted to catch up with Matt Suarez music because we just got done doing we had an interesting weekend out at the Gorge, and then I had too much work to do. So he came and dumped my ass off here in Toledo and then went down to Troy, Ohio, where he played a festival called Willy Town, which it features a band on Twitch, their Twitch partner called Glowstick Willy, and they tell Matt I've been waving as he passes Shat-Town. There you go. Pizza said he'll be waving as you pass.
I'll wave him right back.
Chattanooga.
Wave him right back.
So he's heading out to North Kakalaki to go and see Human Jukebox, right?
That's right. I'm heading to Human Juke's house, his studio, right now, and I should be there in about 3.5 hours.
Are you gonna be streaming tonight, or are you gonna just get settled in and figure it out?
I'm gonna get settled in and play it by ear, but I would assume that we would probably stream tomorrow.
Gotcha. Kakalaki. Yeah, Kakalaki's a real place. It's what they call North Carolina. Hey, Matt, caught you on your Willy stream. Penny said that they enjoyed your Willy stream. And I did too, by the way. I thought that was great.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. I thought that I mean, you're just a very proficient performer. So like, I really like that people came out of their tents and like came and hung out with you. Like you drew people in. You got a great magnetism. I mean, you've been doing
It
this
was
for a long time.
it was literally that. It was a 4 o'clock p.m. set, which I mean, I just have to say, like Glow Stick put on probably one of the best vibes and best just like overall put together festivals I've ever been to. And I'll say that after going from us seeing Dave Matthews for 3 nights the week before,
Yeah.
I would say that the way that they handled everything was even better than that.
Wow.
I mean, it just really was. And on top of it, the nature of being in the streaming world as well as playing live, they're really crossing worlds really well, and I think that they're on the forefront of how things are going to be done going forward. Because what I saw at that festival was really second to none. That was a full on, beautifully done production of merging those two worlds. They did a hell of a job.
Yeah, I have to say, man, like I wasn't sure how they were gonna do it, but my God, it was beautiful, man. It was just as good as them playing in their studio, but with the whole audience and like and the fact that they allowed you guys to sort of to stream onto your channel as well. I
Yeah,
thought that was so cool as well. Like they're like, yeah, just put in your shit and we'll stream on your
yeah.
shit.
The technology that they were using was really really high quality, and I learned a lot this weekend too. Um, it was certainly a classroom sort of thing.
Yeah. What did so like what were they working with that really impressed you? What were some of the things? I'm sure there was a ton that you just can't, but
There was a lot. I mean,
there was a lot. Just
the
no.
sound, the sound, the sound quality was amazing on both ends, on
Yeah.
streaming and on for the live audience, and to handle both of those in the fashion that they did was really really commendable. And um, I mean it was. I mean, if anybody's watched the concert on Nugs TV, you know what I mean. Like, and I like after streaming and learning how to run sound yourself, you understand that even these big wigs don't truly understand what they're doing when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
And they nailed it. And on top of that, the visual arts from Moonman Designs, he was amazing. I mean, there was 5 or 6 different computers in a console room, like a booth for the whoever's running the sound, with their mixing board for the stage for the live sound. Everything just ran tip top, everything, and the things that went wrong, they were very proficient in troubleshooting it, and that's also equally, if not more, impressive than just making it happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. Knowing your equipment so well, especially
Mm-hmm.
on that level, and then being able to go and like troubleshoot something on the fly. I mean, that's incredible. And you're talking about several
Mm-hmm.
computers. So did they do you, I know this might be hard just by, just by being an outside looking in, but how were they setting up their stream? Now, were they setting it up where they had the computer and the sound went into another computer, or was it all running internally? And I don't know if you got that far, but like, I'm just really curious on like if they set it up to where it's something where it's all in box, or if they're actually like hooking, hooking a computer into another computer. Were you able to?
There was multiple fronts, in different ways that
Mhm.
they were doing that, but I mean, it is hard to explain, but it takes a lot of power to do what they did.
Yeah.
Um, so let's just say that they had they had enough power. They had set up enough. I mean, I don't even know what the right words are for the pieces of equipment that they were using that produce enough CPU and GPU to handle what was going on.
Got you.
But they were certainly equipped with it.
Yeah.
And it was again, it was just very well put together and thought out, and they're pushing the envelope on what going to a live concert means going forward. And this is what we've had these conversations before, you and I, and this is what has been coming for a long time. And I truly think that they're sitting on the forefront of doing something that's not really being done right now, that will be the normal going forward. Because anyone who thinks we're going backwards, it's not happening.
Yeah,
So,
I agree
buckle up.
Yeah, and do you get the sense that the boys in Glow Stick Willie are on that same trajectory? I mean, obviously they are leading the charge, but do you think that they are in the same trajectory of thought process of like this is the future?
100%. They're definitely, I don't know how to say it with like, I expected a certain level of professionalism before I got there that I knew that I would get just by knowing them. Like they and I have had many conversations, and I know that they're professional at what they do. They're a hardworking band. They do a lot for their community and their friends there. But when I got there, it was very apparent from the second that I pulled into the parking lot that it was not your average festival, and it was something more than that. And it continued to be more than that. And those guys they are very intelligent individuals, and they're going to be pushing the envelope even further as this goes on. So I'm excited. They got me pumped up. Like I was already excited for the future, despite all of the despair and nonsense that we have to endure and get inundated with every day. But I'm excited for the future of music and the future of my career and their career and every one of us that take initiative in what the future is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. They like they've been on the show before, and just the way that they talk and like just the way that I mean, like when you look at those dudes, they just look like the biggest slacker hippies, but like they are hard working motherfuckers, man.
They really are. And on top of that, my favorite part about it all was that, when you go to play these festivals or you go to any organized gig, any showcase, there's a very apparent business about it. Everyone that's working there is kind of just doing their thing, and they're there because they're paid to be there. They make money, and that's part of it. That's certainly not part of it. But everyone that worked at this festival and took part in it, it was very much apparent that they gave a shit. They gave a shit about how well it went. They gave a shit about their friends. They gave a shit about people who came. They gave a shit about the bands who played. They gave a shit about, especially, the people who were watching on Twitch. Like, they cared to get their job done, not because they were getting paid, but because it was the right thing to do. And I would love to be a part of stuff like that. And any day of the week, I'd fly out and do whatever I need to do with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bad boys, man. They are bad boys, and like
they're good people, and that's who you want to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy that you were able to do that, and it was so cool that fucking. I mean, it's just like such weird worlds colliding when because I've known about Glowstick for a long time just because of the hippie scene out here in Ohio. And then to see it kind of come into this Twitch world, and it's sort of bringing all these different Twitch musicians. And then, I mean, it was just really cool. I wasn't sure how they were going to do the Twitch jam, but they did it like it was.
Oh, man.
I was like,
well, so none of us were sure how that was going to happen. And even being there, even up until the hour beforehand, it was like, okay, what are we doing? And so we get it going. And for me personally, every time I go to a festival or every time I hang out with any friends that are playing and we're on the same bill or whatever, I feel like it always happens where I end up sitting in with everybody, or I'm helping in some way with everyone and jamming. And so this was one of those moments where And everybody I came across was like, hey, let's play this song or this and this, because we were all going to pick 2 songs a piece and then just peel off, and just keep playing, different sets of streamers, 2 songs or so, while Glowstick backed everybody up and took part and had fun and all of that. But what ended up happening was, I think out of like 13 or 15 songs or whatever it was, I only sat out for 2. I played everyone's songs with them. I learned songs on the fly on stage that I'd never played before. And a lot of it I didn't know already. So it was just things that I hadn't played in years. So I ended up being kind of like a voluntary, accidental, like, member that was playing with everyone. And I loved it. That's what I love to do. So
there's several glow sticks. Let me get you the right one, Penny. Penny wants to know if you've announced the release date for your album.
wait, say again.
Penny wants to know if you've announced the release for your album.
So it's a single that I'm going to be releasing and first, and there's a whole bunch of new news. I guess we're going to debut some news today.
Hey,
hot take, right?
Hey.
So I'm releasing a single. Right now we're retracking the drums. The drums are being retracked while I'm on the road. They're being retracked in Central California. And when I get home, or when I get back to California, we're going to finish up that song that in October. And then I'll make a plan for releasing it. I will probably release it within like 2 or 3 months after being done. Deadside Blues is doing the artwork for that for me. And there's a few other songs that I've been recording that he's doing the album art for those. So that's happening. So that's kind of the schedule for that song. But as of this weekend, so when I get home to Washington State for the winter and I take 4 or 5 months off, I'm going to be flying back out to Ohio and I'm going to record an album at Glowstick Willy Studio
with Glowstick.
Yeah.
Now, is it going to be a Matt Suarez album?
No, Matt Suarez album, produced by their producer, and I will definitely feature those gentlemen on some of those songs.
So are they going to be doing like the backing band sort of thing, or are they going to be doing...
We'll see how it rolls out. You have to stay tuned. I can't give all this.
How dare you, man? How dare you? No, that's exciting, dude. That's so exciting because fucking I'd love to hear that. I really would.
It is. It's going to be very cool. And yeah, I'm really excited about all of that, everything that transpired. I will be going back out there in June to play, what is it called? Dream Fest.
Oh,
Ohio.
with
So
Dustin. Are you going to be playing with Dustin and the Daydreamers?
I certainly will in June, and then I'll be back for Willy Fest next year again.
Damn. So did you link up with Dustin?
I did.
Dude.
Yeah.
Solid band too, man. Solid guys. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool, man. Fuck yeah, Dreamfest. Well, Matt, I gotta say, fucking don't forget about your boy when you come back out to Ohio. I'm not. Don't forget about me up here in shitty Toledo. Fucking.
I almost, if I could have remembered in time, I would have had Robert Dove come from Columbus to come play sax with me, but I forgot.
How dare you?
Not that he lived out here.
How dare
I know. The goddamn dare drug problem. I tell you what.
So like the. I mean, like you got to like jam with Liz and stuff. How was that?
I certainly did. So we immediately. So I'll say the first I got there on Wednesday, and then I ended up hanging out with Glowstick and the boys really late to figure out. Just they were working on lighting schemes, like developing sets, like lighting scenes and things.
Mm-hmm.
So we were up pretty late, hanging out with that. And then Thursday, some of the artists started to get there, like Dylan Cotto Music. She can't next to me. I played a lot of music with Dylan.
Oh, cool.
And we had, so Dylan had, Dylan and her partner Doug, they have this tent, this community tent that they bring to wherever they're camping, like at these festivals. And it's just a very serene situation, kind of like a yurt, but there's pillows everywhere. There's like artistic things happening in there, and anybody's welcome. So we end up having a jam session in there, and on Thursday night after the early bird concert that WSEG put on for some of the festival goers that paid to come and do that. And then we ended up sitting and jamming, and it was our first kind of official jam. So it was Dylan, Jory Abner Music, Glow Stick, WSE.G, and there was a couple others as well, like Uncle Joe was there, and Goat versus Fish. I'm wearing his T-shirt right now.
Nice.
All these folks, and we ended up sitting jamming, and you could just tell there was like a mutual connection, I think, between all of us. And so that's where it started, and that's what prompted me to end up playing with everyone on the All-Star Jam night on Friday night. It was just magic, I think, for everybody. So yeah, I played a lot with Liz. It was a pleasure. She's a very talented lady.
Yeah,
that's for sure, to say the least. And so it just transpired into it was very easy to pick songs. We sat around and just jammed, and we were like, J-Mo, WSEG, we were just sitting, and very quickly it was just everyone took a breath, a breath of relief, because you don't know what you're getting when you're coming into a festival with people that you've never played with before, and then you're having this all-star jam with folks that you just don't know how they play. Like,
right.
They don't know how capable the situation can be. And right then in that moment, I think we all just took a breath of, this is going to be really, really fucking fun. And we just had a very strong realization of there's nothing to worry about. This is going to be absolutely fun. Like, no pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like it. It honestly looked like everybody was just like hanging out and having fun. Hey, what's up, Moving Dutchman? Welcome, man. Welcome, man. I'm looking at months to a year. Twitch music means more now than ever. I really appreciate you all. Hey, Penny, we appreciate you. Thank you for being here, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it really did look like everyone was just hanging out, and I had complete FOMO this whole time. I'm just sitting there, and all I'm doing is working, and just thinking, it's like, you son of a bitch, why didn't you get your work done before you left? I was just like, fuck it. But it happens, man, and it honestly was nice to I mean, because Dave was a fucking crazy weekend in its own. I don't even know how you fucking had the energy to go through with what you did. You went like hard as fuck. I mean,
so think of the Dave experience. Well, the game stepped up for this weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's way cooler when you get to be more involved on the entertainment side than being part of the herd, right? Like, that's how I
just feel like we were all one herd of entertainers, even the people who came to watch. And it was a very it was a unique, only because, well, I can't even say that. It was a very unique experience being there at Willy Town, as opposed to anywhere else that I've experienced doing festivals or playing gigs at. And it was, I can't say it enough, it was a pleasure to meet all of these people in person finally. It overwhelmingly felt like there was nothing wrong outside. And that's what a festival is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. It certainly, I think, maybe put a little bit more breath of life in. I think I'm pretty positive that everybody that was involved, it was nice.
Yeah.
Like, you leave feeling rejuvenated, I think, and a little bit hopeful in people.
Yeah, I mean, I got that vibe from Dave too, but it was just different. I think, and I think one of the things too about having a no worries, Penny. Have a good day. Peace out. The thing about Dave was it's just such a huge event, and it's so big. Like I know that Willy Town is a big event, but it doesn't feel like it. Like it's like one of those like these festivals that get thrown by these hippies here in Ohio always feel like even if they're huge, they still feel like it's like a very communal hometown thing. Whereas like
It was
in
very
yeah,
deliberate to keep it that way.
yes, yes, yeah. I have friends who do a festival here. Actually, they're doing it this weekend. Is their festival a few miles down the road here, and they cap their shit. They're like, we could sell
Right.
easily few thousand tickets, but we don't want that. Like they cap it at a few hundred, just so they can keep it this like small thing that where everyone gets to
Right.
like really be involved with everything. And I think that's a really interesting idea. When you think of people who are in this business of promotions and stuff, you're trying to make money and
Yeah,
put
he's trying
on
to make a living.
trying to make a living. And when you can sort of put people's comfort and the people first, I feel like that's when you get those like really magical moments, because it's not like how much money can we get out of this
They really
situation.
did. They
Yeah.
really did, and the magic spread easily because of the way that they operate and run their ship.
Hmm.
And what it did was, I mean, it pulled more people in. Like when my set was over, I had gotten a text message on Discord in my Discord from a couple community members from the hippies from Mandy and Donna,
Hmm.
and they messaged me, and also Jory After Music. They're very part of our communities, and they were just like, "You're only 7 hours away. Why are we not there?" Where they sent it, and so they sent a picture of them in their car, and they got in their car and they drove 7 hours and got there at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night, which for us was still like five in the afternoon
Yeah.
at Willy Town. So like they got in to hang out with us for the short times they could. They drove all the way down, and we jammed. Like Jory, Dylan Cottle, and I jammed, and we jammed with other concert goers there all night. And they got to see that show, and they were there for that. And then they we said our goodbyes late, or I should say early in the morning, the wee hours of the next morning. And they it's that kind of thing. Like that's what
Wow.
Twitch does as well, but it's that magic between people. They drove all the way out to spend 6 hours with us.
Wow. That's
They
nuts.
drove seven hours to spend 6 hours. Now they got to drive 7 hours back.
God damn. Where'd they come from?
They came from. Let me remember. There was a
Yeah.
lot of people names and places where they were coming from.
How dare you, Matt?
Let's
Drove
see.
they drove 7 hours to see your fucking scruffy ass. What the hell?
They did.
I'm
They
just,
did.
just fucking with you.
God, I can't. Hey, I'm blanking out on where
It's
it was
okay.
at
It's
that
okay.
moment. I know I'll remember later.
Mount
But
Doom.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, man. There's when you so like I try to explain it to people on Thursday and Friday about what was going on with Dave Matthews, and it was such a weird weekend at Dave Matthews. I had such a wonderful time there, but it was like such a odd thing,
It was very odd.
it,
Most odd year I've ever been there.
yeah, which because Matt actually invited me out because Matt and his friends do this yearly. So Matt's been doing Dave at the Gorge for how
Uh,
many
this
years?
was my this was my this was my 8th year.
God damn! So that was 8 years
My,
of doing
my
that.
friends are this was there between 16 and 25 years doing it.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's not like they do it. Well, I mean, I know at the beginning they just did it, they just did it like everybody else, just camp and in the GA and go. But like, over the years, you guys have sort of evolved this
Yeah.
camp and like is it okay to tell the name of these camps? Is that all right?
Sure.
Oh,
There's some funny names and jokes that have come over the years, but it's certainly evolved into a huge family. And there's a couple different groups of camps that are very closely tied together. And I tell everyone before they come to the Gorge, people that I invite out for the first time, I'm not exaggerating when I say it's a special group of people, and it's a different experience. And I truly believe that our experience at the Gorge is very unique, even compared to all the other good special moments that other people have. I've been going there a long time, and I've experienced a lot of other camps and a lot of other groups of people from all over the world that come to that. And I don't think that people do or have the experience that our couple camps have together there.
yeah. I'd probably agree with that because there's definitely some sort of, I mean, like, besides the fact that they've been doing it for years and years and years and years, and sort of establishing footing like in this imaginary footing, but like establishing this footing and at least having an idea of what to expect and how it goes, and just sort of having the confidence to walk through that because people who've never been to a festival have no idea what it's like to, like you go in with a mindset and you come out with like you're just a different person. It's like you're not even the same human being.
You're going on a journey. You're going to come out the other side something else than when you walked in.
Yeah. So it's like, in just that way, they have sort of that going on for them, that sort of confidence of knowing that those motions of what that is. And I don't know, man. They're just I felt like I feel like you're right, man, because I feel like I feel like that we had the most fun in that whole fucking place. I mean,
it did. I'm telling you, like it's something else.
Yeah.
There's a magic between the people that we camp with that's been built over 25 years plus, and so I just feel fortunate enough to be a part of it, be in it and know those people.
Yeah.
And be able to say those are my friends, like
absolutely.
Especially right now, there's some wild times with opinions, and there was certainly with some wild conversations, things that go on, but they have to happen, and they'll happen sooner or later. And at the end of the day, you're family, so it'll work itself out.
Yeah. I mean, people, the conversations were great and conversations were weird, but like that's just how things go. I think the highlight for me was like just playing Camp Awesome's little setup. Like, that was so much fun. Like, I haven't had that much fun playing in a long time, and that's what that's what really got to me in just watching you and Liz and Jory, everybody have fun at Willy Town. Was like, it wasn't the idea of missing out on a show, it was a missing out of being part of the show, because like all I could think about when you guys are sitting around the campfire fucking playing your acoustics, all I could think about was like, I would just love to be playing like a hand drum, just be in the moment with fucking my people.
Playing that melodica my friend gave you.
Well, I would have had the melodica, but I didn't want to step on toes.
Right?
Yeah, no, but that was the biggest part, was just because being a part of the energy, being a part of creating the energy. Like, to me, that's the best part of all of that.
Right.
That's why I prefer playing festivals rather than attending festivals, because it's just, I like all of the parts except for being herded around. I like the idea of being able to just sort of walk wherever you want to walk when you want to walk there.
Right.
That's why I prefer to play them rather than just be a goer. But I mean, still, it's just being a part of that energy of creating this moment, creating this this memory for people and for yourself and stuff. It was
Right.
very amazing to me. And it's just the Gorge is a special place too, man. It's a beautiful place that there's just no.
It is, but and then on top of that, it's like I mean the Gorge is beautiful by itself with no festival on.
Mm-hmm.
The Gorge, the Columbia River, that whole scene is one of a kind, and it's amazing. And then you get to a place like Troy, Ohio, and I have to say, even Troy, Ohio was beautiful. I haven't been to Ohio in a long.
We might have lost him. We'll see if he comes
Take
back.
you to Willy Town. Like that's what it is, and so like it was just. I mean, I saw one of the best sunsets I've ever seen in my life yesterday, last night.
Yeah.
After while the final show was happening.
Yeah.
It just it was a. It's always about the hang, though. I agree with you. Like with these festivals, like it's fun to. It's all the in between stuff. I say it all the time about Twitch, and it's the same thing in my personal life with playing live. Music is the vehicle to put people in the room to hang out. It's all about the hang.
Yeah.
And the hang, and just the memories and all the conversations and all the little special little moments like in that a whisper here and there, about something, a look from somebody, that you've been in this weekend with, sharing music. I don't know. It's all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is, man. Just connecting. It's like we forgot. It's just especially in this last year and a half, I feel like so many people have sort of forgotten how to connect with other people, and in such a way where it just comes off clunky and awkward, and like even like angry, So it's like,
Well, it's. I mean, I certainly don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole of that, but they're being stripped of it,
yeah,
and it's unfair.
yeah,
They haven't just forgot; it's been taken from them. And so it's an interesting time to be alive. And again, this weekend certainly reinvigorated some of my hope in humanity, which was it was pleasant. It was pleasant to leave with that gift,
yeah. It really was. I mean, just it was just such a. It was. Yeah, man, for sure. That festival, they model a lot of these festivals after a festival that was put on here by some Ohio guys who actually played with Glow Stick. They're called Acoustic Hookah, and they
oh yeah,
and they were there. I think Dave and the guitarist were there. I don't know if you caught any of. Did you?
They were. I played with some of them. Yeah.
Oh my God, Sweeney is a fucking murderer. Steve, I don't know.
Sweeney is an amazing guitar player.
Murder.
Jesus.
Fucking murderer. And
Doug Wimbish and them.
Oh yeah, Doug was. I forgot that.
He was there too. And
yeah. Did you get to jam with him?
I didn't get to jam with him. I certainly got to hang out.
Nice.
That was a pleasure to have a conversation with him.
Were they?
I did.
Go ahead.
I did get to play with Gene Hoagland. He was a drummer for Testament and the drummer for Death Clock.
Oh shit.
So he on that Twitch All Star set, he was one of the drummers that was playing with us during the whole thing. So he and I pretty much played all night on that set. We had a good conversation backstage too.
Nice.
Yep.
Was there like a backstage area for like the artists to hang out, or was it all just like hang out with the people?
No, there was certainly a backstage area and a really nice RV in the back, and we kind of all shared a little community area there with that, and it was great. There was certainly some spots where you could get away if you wanted to, from like public and stuff that was there, and but for the most part, you didn't even want to. It wasn't even the thing. Like we all enjoyed each other, like
Right. It wasn't like fucking. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta get away from fucking JMO.
No, it was like you know, we all start looking at each other at the wee hours of the morning, like, you know, we have to get a couple hours of sleep because we got to get up in a couple hours and do this again. And then, you know, and it's like you don't want to leave the moment because another moment's coming and you might be asleep and miss it.
FOMO.
Yeah. And so, I mean,
welcome to my weekend.
But as real professionals, you make time to get a little bit of rest so that you can maintain and continue having like a good time. And I think everybody juggled that really well.
Yeah. That's I was always bad at that. I was always bad, especially in my drinking days. I was always bad at like fucking. It's like, okay, let's keep responsibility in mind. And that's why I had to slow down considerably. So
I just always have an epiphany at some point, and I'm just like, at some reckless moment, I'm just like, when I've been reckless for too long, I have this moment of, oh, it's probably time, and then I make a quick decision to go to my tent before I lose that moment.
Not me. Never me. It's never me. That is never me. Yeah, the fucking, oh goddamn. So what? So you're gonna be heading off to Human Jukebox, and you guys are probably gonna be doing some streams, probably tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there for a couple days. So we're gonna figure that out today. So maybe tomorrow, and maybe even the next day. And then after that, I'm going to drive to Atlanta to Risky Biscuits band, and I'm going to go to Logan and Justin's house. They were just at Human Juke's house this past weekend playing with him.
Really? They made the trip up?
Yep, they've been doing that a bunch actually. They've been going back and forth.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yep, and so yeah, that's the next place I'm going to be after jamming with Human Juke. And when I'm in Atlanta with Risky Biscuits, that's actually I'm going to do a co-stream with them, but it's also my birthday on the 18th, and so I'm gonna solidify a day tonight or tomorrow, the exact date, and I'm going to do a birthday stream. We're going to do a subathon on my channel, and we're going to have a weird, fun adventure of a stream and see what happens.
Oh my, we got a raid, Matt. Chris Cross. Chris Cross. Chris Cox, welcome in, my friend. How you doing? Well, thank you. How you guys doing? My name is Mike. I'm supposed to be doing a production stream today, but I decided to call my friend Matt instead. So we're talking to Matt Suarez Music. He's a streamer here on Twitch. I'm a podcaster and a musician. And welcome in. I usually do a song, but I have Matt on the phone here, and I want to talk to him for a little bit. Wait, don't welcome me here. Wait, woo, welcome Raiders. Wait, don't welcome me. Welcome here. What? Hi, your favorite today. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you.
Like Oprah, everyone's welcome. You're welcome. I'm welcome.
You're welcome.
You get a welcome. You get a welcome.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah.
Look, Matt, I have a picture of you in a hot tub right now, so that's
nice.
It's just a picture of you holding a beer and you're in a hot tub. So there you are.
Perfect.
Just so you know where we're at. Anyways, yeah. So are you gonna be doing any Are you gonna try to like do any live gigs or anything while you're out there? Or are you gonna just try to keep it?
There's a possibility that I will be playing with Risky Biscuits at a live gig that they have.
That'd be dope.
We're gonna see which day that is, and if I can get into town by that day. And yeah, I think there's a strong possibility that I'll be doing that. I don't know if it'll be streamed or not. I think it might be a private party that they're playing, or they have a couple gigs that week. One of them, it might be at a venue, but I have to see which one it is.
Gotcha.
But
Those guys, are they doing like the whole like gigging and twitching thing? I mean, obviously they are, but I mean, are they doing like one more than the other, or do you know how they're doing it?
Um, I think that Logan does maybe more solo live gigs than Justin does, and I think Justin is more straight up Twitch. He does a few here and there, but they have a good balance of juggling both.
Yeah.
But they're certainly doing Twitch
Mm.
more than most.
Yeah, I mean I mean they were partnered. And I didn't even know those motherfuckers got partnered. I was like, what the
Yeah.
I feel like so out of the loop with shit sometimes.
About time. Twitch was fucking up. They should have partnered them a long time ago.
Yeah, well, they're here now. It's like,
That's one of the hardest working bands on Twitch.
hey man, those guys, I mean, they from the beginning to now, I mean, oh my god, like at the beginning, even at the beginning, it wasn't terrible or anything. It's just they evolved, but I mean, damn, they like just the fact that they can just sort of pull songs out of their ass the way that they do, and just, but like do it in a way that you feel like they really have been doing it for years. They're like, oh, we just did that off memory or whatever. Oh, we just heard that or something.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that real musicianship when you what I mean, like
they're pros.
Yeah, exactly. I love seeing.
Well, like you can tell when, and it's not a knock on anybody who's never played out live and grinded as a working musician, but you can tell right off the bat who has played in the room solely, and then who has toured and grinded the circuits as well. Like it's very apparent.
Yeah.
And they certainly have that.
For sure. You can definitely tell when someone has hit the circuit. So it's like, yeah, when you have to like fucking rustle up your own grub, man, you gotta like it gives you a certain character that's very palatable, I think.
Right.
I think it's very palatable to when someone has grinded and like really put in the work. It's like, man, it's very apparent. It's very, very apparent.
Right.
Matt Suarez Music, I'm going to let you go, buddy. I got to do some production here and get some song done for Reina. But I thank you so much for allowing us to chat and interrupt your quiet time on your way to Danny's.
Thanks for having me on. It certainly took up some of the drive and distracted me from the long stretch of Interstate 75 that I've been on for 4 hours.
Hey man,
3 more hours left.
Reina, it's funny because Reina was just coming from North Kakalaki, and she's coming from and you're going there. If only
I'm 20 miles away from the exit to get off in Asheville.
Oh, nice! Damn,
like to head towards Asheville anyway.
Nice. Is that where he's at? Is it Nashville?
He is out on an outskirts portion of North Carolina. I think it's called Spruce Pine.
Spruce Pine.
Not to
We just doxed Human Jukebox.
Well, he's not. I mean, I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, we did dox his ass.
Yeah, he's out in the middle of nowhere though.
Yeah. Good luck with that, weirdo stalker people.
Right. Get in line.
Get in line, suckers. Matt, well, I will definitely be following your journey and be rooting you on, my friend. And I had such a great time with you, at Dave, and even driving back east. I'm
glad you came, man.
Yeah, me too, man. I had such a blast, and it was a nice change of pace from just working in the house always. So it was a nice change of pace to get out and actually be with people and experience the world again.
Yeah, man.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself and you drive safely.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Well, there he is, everybody. Matt Suarez Music. Yeah. We could have probably went on for hours, but I gotta get this production done. And I actually feel really tired. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your favorite today. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. I don't even feel like doing production. I shouldn't have hung up with Matt. I should have just kept talking to him to help wake you up. Thank you, your favorite today. Am I putting it off? Am I putting it off tired? Let me sit up straight. Here I am. Here I am. I'm awake. I'm awake. All right. Okay. I haven't done that in a while. I feel like I don't use my tools like it. These are my tools. I need my tools. I am a tool. Tool. Okay. All right. Let's look at this. Let me just see. Okay. I honestly, I don't even feel like doing this. I'm like still, I feel like I'm still recovering from last week. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. And all I did all weekend was sit around on my computer. All right. Let's see how much I can deal with this. Boom! Watch out. We're back, folks. Oh, I forgot to set that. Did you guys like that? That was good, huh? That was really good. All right. Why are you doing this to me? Well, let's hear what we got so far, and then we'll make a decision from there. Reina was like, you just didn't act like you really liked the song on stream. And I'm like, well, I told you I don't really like the song. Sorry. I already told you. I just wish you would put more love into the song. And I was like, I put a lot of love into this. Like, I spent hours on this. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, I need to figure out the vocals. Like, it's driving me fucking nuts. So let's just listen to it. We'll go from there.
Don't you eat those pumpkins on the street? Pumpkins on the street, yeah, on the street. Don't you eat those pumpkins on the street? You better watch out where you step your feet. Pilgrims and Indians, turkey and all the fixings.
You see what I mean? The fucking...
Yeah, it's cool, I love to eat.
It's going good, Duke. How is it going for you? I'm working on a song for Reina right now. I'm sorry if I'm moving off screen, everybody. I gotta get closer to my laptop. And I'm also gonna be facing this way instead of this way. So, going well, thanks. Wonderful, Duke. I'm glad to hear it, man. No, I'm working on this. We just got done talking to mattsuarezmusic. He's on the road right now. I went to Dave Matthews' band with him at the Gorge in Washington last weekend, and then I helped him drive back east, and we were both supposed to go to Willy Town, and he invited me to play with him, but I had too much going on. You had to yawn. Now I'm going to... Now I'm going to yawn again. Let's yawn together, everyone. Let us release the internal hot air that keeps us tired. So, I ended up coming back